I'm coming. Hey guys. Okay, I am sorry I had to keep changing the time. Coming back from the city ain't fun. Hi, welcome back, y'all. Welcome back. Welcome in. Thank you. Like I promised you, this is going to be a wing-dinger. And might ruffle some feathers. I don't know. Let me turn this off. 1 minute. Here I have my candy. Okay, so to continue from earlier, welcome to WCIA Network. Everything I do and say falls under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. This live is going to be very insightful. It's going to give a couple different groups an opportunity to either hand their shit in or don't, and have everyone question why you don't. I will be saying, not just saying names and so forth. I'm going to be showing faces of particular people that you're going to recognize. And one of them is RYANUPCHURCH. I wasn't going to go back to him, but I was brought over there. That's whose construction we're going to go over, is RYANUPCHURCH's. And I'm going to show you his construction and how it's quite similar to Don Wells' property that I showed earlier. For those that did not see it, that's okay. You could go view it after. I showed it because I thought that that was a really good lead-in to right now. And it is. Now, when I show Ryan's information, it's not about him, like I've said before. Not at all. This is obviously deep fake because there's green screens and so forth being used. The green screens are going to be obvious because it's almost going to look like his hand is sticking through it. Now, again, I believe someone is doing a deep fake. I haven't heard anything back, so I have no idea. But someone is using RYANUPCHURCH as the fall guy. Big time. Is actually the fall guy. Is actually the guy who did it. It's being set up. And it's up to him if he chooses to turn the stuff in or not. Right? It's not mine. I'm turning that on. It's not my stuff. I'm here just to tell a story of a Summer Moon Wells missing children. And now we're telling the story of the KIELYRODNI because he has to know that today's presentation matches every element of the KIELYRODNI case as well as the Summer Moon Wells. The only difference is it's been planted in your videos on your property for your construction. Now, the person who put this stuff in there may not know that we know so much. Granted, okay. But we're going to go over it anyways. Before I go over this, I will show you the stuff underneath the Dear Me for Dinner, because that is also needed to see, because they have all the elements that are then found in the house. So, welcome, Muffin Top, my mod. Is Donna around? Muffin Top. Okay. We are gonna get started here. Hi, Nancy. Nancy Hopkins. Okay. I'm gonna close this here. And keep chat sweet and nice. It's been so amazing. For the last few times, it's been amazing. The information I'm about to show you, for sure, it all falls under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. All these photos I'm going to show you have not been tampered with. These photos are just snapshots from video, from their videos. What you see in front of you is a photo. This photo is what came off of Plunder's videos, because she has a lot of stuff under hers as well. But I'm saying trigger warning now because I have 52 pages of trigger warnings. Let me give you a little background. I was brought to this boat in the water, a boat like this. Now it's in Dear Me for Dinner, but it has nothing to do with them. It has definitely been embedded within his videos. It's in there, and this video happens to be super clear. I believe this is where Summer Moon Wells went, and I see her. I spiritually see her. I see her. I just feel her in these pictures. Every photo here is very triggering. The video itself shows a lot of information. It's not covered up. It's not deep faked. What you see is crystal clear as the bottom layer. The very bottom layer of these particular videos shows the truth behind the deep fake. So, let's say he was fishing on his boat, minding his own freaking business, as owner of the company. They're deep faking, putting shit underneath his video. So this guy really has a choice to make, right? Or not. I mean, it's not my problem to hand this. I've already showed it. And whoever the deputy or sheriff is in charge of KIELYRODNI's, I mean, seriously, doesn't really care to look at anything. It's quite funny. He's like, stop sending me emails. Really funny. And I'm showing shit, right? That is going to match exactly all of his elements. Identically. So this is in there. And to the owner of Dear Me for Dinner, this isn't about you. I know this is not your daughter, because if it is, then there's a problem, because she's connected to machinery, right? So they can't be your daughter, or else you are saying she's connected to this thing. And here's a closer look to it. This is the machine. I guess that's the maroon, the green, the gray, whatever, number 5 box that's around her mouth. So now I understand, and that thing's connected to her eye. Now I understand why my throat always hurts and feels like scratchy, like there's something in my throat. I get it. This is very clearly placed in the video. This is for entertainment purposes only, by the way. You could see how it's under there, right? You could see that. But those layers come from his video. I don't do anything to it. This is a close-up of one of the skeleton heads. I will be showing you what they do. Oh, this is you guys, this is what I'm doing here is telling the story. I'm giving the story of the Summerwells missing children. And I am also giving you the story in the journey of KIELYRODNI's kids. No, I said KIELYRODNI's kids, but maybe she had kids we don't know about it, and that's who she's with. I don't know. But this is both their stories, and Summer Moon Wells selectively chooses what to show me. Because I don't see any other creator showing shit, and it shows shit. I don't. They're ignoring it, but what's happening here is their spirit's so strong that they're going to keep showing it and making me show it and showing you their journey. This is their journey. This is their story. Just because this was on Deer Meat for dinner, he just needs to hand the shit in. That's all. That's all he has to do, because these are the elements all over the KIELYRODNI case right now too, that no one wants to even take a peek at. This will turn into the green face. It will. And I'm going to show you how this winds up with the fish. And for some reason, this dude cuts these pieces up and puts them in the fish. I'm going to show you. And I'm showing you for the clearest. This is the clearest it's ever been. That's why I'm eating all this candy. This candy is making me feel way better. Because it's nerve-wracking. What's nerve-wracking to me is I know I'm going to show this, and why wouldn't this guy's videos be checked out? I did tag them in here. And they're millions of subscribers, so I'm sure someone will let him know, right? But this is their story. This is what happens. What do you guys see? What do you guys see here? You tell me what you see in this photo. I'm going to point out this part. This part here. That's the mesh with the hearts coming through. That's the green face. It's red, it will turn green. It's right in there. This head, let me uncrop it so you guys see how it's connected. This person, this child's head is connected all the way back to the heart. This is the machine that I just showed you that was on the video Adventures with Purpose or Plunder, whatever it was. This is the machine. This is a real photo. And this is what KIELYRODNI looked like at the end of her sacrifice. This is what I showed that KIELYRODNI looked, all wrapped up, the head on the top. And this is in the video. You guys see that? Do you guys see a person inside that thing? So, to the right is the fisherman's house. And to the left is Jody Sue with her hand in that same machine. Now, I love when little gifts are given while I'm on my live. When I was on my live last time, I'm like, holy shit. The machine that's found on the fisherman's boat, which is here, I'm just gonna do this. So this here was found on the fisherman's boat. This is the machine. I match all this shit. This is some sort of a wall here. And this is Jody Sue cutting her arm off or something. I don't know what she's doing, but this is part of the sacrifice. The logos, I'm like, oh my God, the logos are the same. So I put them by each other. They're pretty they're really close. So one's small and one's big, but you really don't know the size of it. So that could be the little box that's on the outside of the larger one. And then her arm is on the small one. It makes sense. I'm actually going to turn one of these. You know what? I'll turn it. Wait. I'm going to crop one of these and turn it. Okay. Let's see. Oh, I see. It goes this way. Okay. All right, so this one is the larger one to show you. So this, I cropped the big one, and this is what Jody Sue has her arm on. This comes from the machine from the boat. This, to me, is a match. It's the same thing. Now, there's only one reason, right, that would be the same. But it is a match. And that's a separate box. Rachel Kilner. Great question. It comes straight from the video. So I'm going to show a video towards the end and show you, for the new subscribers, to show how it appeared there. It's the frames between two frames. You just have, it's just how you stop it. It's how it's stopped. And that's what depends on what gets captured. Okay, so this is the next one. Really, what I want you to look at are the pieces that we just found for Kiely, and I'll show you. They're the same as what I showed yesterday. And I'm going to crop it so you see it clearer. This is what is left in the water, and this is exactly what they took out or put in the water. Is this piece here with the heart. Now, I didn't even know it was going to be blue. Summer Moon is like, follow the blue box, follow the blue box. There it is. That's the blue box she's telling me to follow, and in Ryan's it's blue also. So this here is what's placed. This is the element that was found in Kiely's, that I showed you from Kiely. And this is also an element from Summer Moon. It's in each one of the kids have that. So what that is that's the heart. Let me just turn it a little. This is the sticks with the heart that each person has this. And this is what gets moved and travels is all this. Now, the day that they really, really want to solve this will all match down to the hairs, because it's just all machinery. This is just all machinery, that's all. And this is Summer Moon, and this is Kiely, and this is the most important part of the puzzle. It's right in front of us, and it's in this guy's videos. These are the elements of the missing children. This is Summer Moon Wells' missing, got gone, get gone children's journey, as well as Kiely and that whole entire group. This is being spoken for them. This is coming through them. This is all the same information. Let me show you. This is very much so shown in Kiely's photos. There's a whole picture of that white thing with just the face all the way in the back. See? All the way to the left side. This is an element on its own. Right here. Here's the spear. Here's the heart. And here's the stick. This all's together. This is a face. This is a mouth. This is all together. This somehow winds up on the boat, where I believe I showed you Summer Moon's photo. If I could only understand why this hasn't been acceptable as the solution to these missing children, I don't know, because nothing has changed, and the elements have stayed the same. And what's happened is the authorities are very fearful of allowing this to be the reality of our country. This is reality. This is the stuff that's going on. This is what's going on. See, they pull it in and then they pull out that heart. The heart's being pulled out. It's a stick. This is just a different frame. But this is what's important in the frame, is that the orange, the yellow, the white, the blue, this is an element that I have several photos of. They're all different faces. Those are the faces. See what's coming through? This is why it was great that I showed you Don Wells's video earlier. And it's just, they're just symbols. They make these symbols, and there they are. And this is exactly what was in Don Wells's pictures that I showed earlier. This just gets stronger. What is under this photo, this is the same thing I keep talking about over and over. It's the movement of the equipment. It starts in one place and then it winds up in the water. Everything winds up in the water, and this is being done through the waterways, underground. And this is the truth of how they do it. You could see what's coming through. And there's no reason this should be, let me put it this way. There isn't a reason that this shouldn't be a conversation. Even, how about just a conversation? How about just a conversation amongst people on YouTube? Like, this isn't, first of all, we could all agree that this isn't a normal fish to pull out of the water. That's for starters. That's for starters. You have to put it in perspective. This is a man on a fishing boat with his daughter. Okay? This isn't what's going on. No matter what, the photo in front of you isn't normal. Like, at this point, a year later plus, when this shit keeps, showing up with the same, within the same creators, and it shows the same elements over a year, what is the problem? What's the problem? This fear of what? I'm showing it. All I'm doing is showing it. I don't know these people. I have no idea. But it doesn't matter. It's the authorities. So you're telling me all the authorities are involved? The authorities are afraid to maybe bust the authorities? See the element? Right there, the white? These are major. They're all symbols. All the symbols are the same. All the symbols are the same. They all match up. The maroon, the blue, the white, whatever all that shit is just doesn't change. And now that's going to be like a little donkey or something. But they all match. a close-up of what you see. These are bodies with the with poles through them. I'm showing you guys things to really look at and notice the reality of what you're looking at here. In my other videos, I showed this same face. It's not a fish. It's like it's a cat of some sort. And if you look to the right, you see lots of shit showing up. This is what shows you guys. I mean, there isn't much for me to say about this guy other than this is a really big part of their story. And Summer Moon, Kiely, they were all victims of this. And someone has to be the hero. Like I said, Ryan, you could be the hero. This guy could be the hero. Because all you got to do is hand it in, watch a few videos, and see that this is all the same. This is all the same. And it winds up on a boat. See these little critter things I'm showing you? This is what showed up all over Don's property. And I'm going to show you it on the property too. But it is all here as well. There's some sort of connection. There's some sort of a connection, that's for sure. I put this in here because we get lots of puffs like this, and I am always like, oh, it's the green face, yada yada. When you see something like this and it pops up in the water from the, it's all symbolism. And this is what turns into one of these green faces. And that's what the green faces look like. It looks like, to me, it looks just like, let's see, it looks like the Paw Patrol thing. Let me see something. I said it's Paw Patrol. Kind of looks just like it. Wait a minute. Arden Peppian. Arden. It's all of Arden, like whatever was happening in Montana, it's all the same. Wait, Paw Patrol. Okay. Look. Let me put it next to it. It really looks like it. Open up. Okay. Oh my God, yeah. It's kind of like what this is. See, I'm telling you, I feel like summer was here. This is the Paw Patrol that I pointed out in Arden Peppian's. It's the same kind of a theory. This is on the boat, and this is the closest I've ever seen of a little teeny bone that has a heart on it. And then his other fingers have the A. Whoever this is on is part of the sacrifice, I would think. Yeah, those green faces are everywhere. They're really there. It's no joke. So this here is very clear. Like this here, obviously, it doesn't look like a deep fake to me, but there's a problem here. This is under their skin. A piece of skin was cut off, and that I'm assuming that they took a trophy, and that's what it's called, because Arbania, that I have an interview of her, she says they take pieces of skin from their fingers. They take their fingers, was a big one. And you could see you could see the pain in this hand. His hand is it's not good. Now, mind you, this is what's under there. He's got a dog, one of these little dogs connected to something. Now, I'm not saying it's him, because this face actually, it does change on the boat. This is the owner who's being used for deep fake. And that what's covering up isn't a dog, so they don't want you to know that this is a dog. Wow, that changed so much that it's not even what it used to be. So what you see in front of you is the chair is exactly what I showed you Kiely was in, the chair. The basket. That's what's showing. To me, that's what I see. This is exactly what I see. Page 23. Let me crop the chair. There's a lot in here. This is what this is the chair. You guys, do you guys see that? And there's a head there with a heart. Do you guys see this chair? Put a 1 in the chat if you see the chair. This is the same basket, number 5, that I have photos of Kiely in. And I have the photo of Summer Moon Wells in it, pretending to be swinging in the swing. She's not swinging in the swing. She's in one of these chairs. Oh, yay, and getting some 1s. Yep, face in water with a heart. Love it. Excellent, excellent. I am so happy you guys are seeing this with me. You have no idea. This is what Summer Moon Wells and KIELYRODNI's. This is what it looks like. I put this back in there because this is international. This is that international group that I have information on them when it's time. And they pull this shit out of the water. Internationally. This, again, is what they look like. And this is what Kiely looked like at the end of the photos that I have of her. It's crazy as it looks, but when I show you the new construction, you're going to see that these are different levels in a house. They're different levels. And that is that right there is more complicated than you could ever imagine it to be. This right here sums up a shitload of the sacrifice. This is like the shish kebab. I would call it like the shish kebab of the whole entire sacrifice. And the fire in which is in the middle, that is Deer Meat for Dinner's logo, is the same kind of a fire that I showed you from Adventures with Purpose. Heated whatever they were doing. But what you see below in that fire is their logo. This is a very somber feeling photo for me. For those who know what this is, their mouths must have dropped. That's a finger. I mean, you guys could figure it out from everything I've said. It's a pretty intense photo. This here is what is on the boat. That right there in maroon, that is the machine that I showed yesterday. That's what the machine looks like. Now, let me see. I put all this shit away. Let me pull some photos for you guys. So, because this will make a little more sense, I think. This, edit, copy, let's see if I get on here. This here, that we show the machine in white on the boat, see, it's so crazy. I have to open it up in a different format. Wait, don't save. Don't say, don't say. All right, wait. Kiely. Okay, here it is, a different format. Now I'll be able to copy and paste. This is the equipment right behind. I see that as Ernie, but, you know, who's to say, right? Copy. Okay. That is this. It's just, they use all the different colors. That is this. They make things white, maroon, green. They change the colors, you guys. But this is this machine that moved from the boat to here. So the white portion, see that white portion? Let me crop it. This shows you that this machine it's moving. And the first place it is here, and then it's part of whatever the fucking sacrifice is. This here goes right here. See how the fronts are starting to match? See? It's what it is. There. Boom. So this little piece of machinery is now on the boat, right? There it is. And this is what's going on the boat. I shouldn't say on the boat. This is what's going on under the deep fake of this guy's business. Now here's the catcher. I knew that this shit was either being put in fish or coming out of fish. These are, I don't know if they're fishing with them, but they eat it as fish. They chop it up and they serve it up to these people, make them eat it. They eat it. You could see the elements right here. You could see the little faces. Like they make all this shit and they like create these figurines. And he chops it. And this is served up at the end of each fishing trip. It seems to be something that they fish for. He has to rip it open to get something out of it. And they deep fry it and they make their victims eat it. They make the victims eat it. You see it right there. It's the head. It's like the whatever they're doing. Who the fuck knows? But that's not normal. I told you this was trigger warning. It's the face. It's the something. I don't know. But it's not legal. That's for sure. This is a sacrifice. Look at the face. It's a mask. It's a green mask, maybe. It's someone's green mask. There it is. It's right there. Okay. It just showed itself. So that is either green or white. And that's what shows up. That face is what he just pulled out of the water. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. He pulled that out of the water, that face with the eyeball. See, there's another one of them. He's pulling this shit out. Yeah, they're pulling shit out. There's the eyeballs. I knew I'd had it. Like, these are pretty damn good photos to show really what's going on. It shows it right there. Oh, I do see a face. Oh my God. Trigger warning. Wait a minute. It's pretty clear. Is that a freaking... It's a face. Wow. Page 33. Yeah. Okay, so let me brighten this up. Oh my god. Alright, trigger warning, you guys. If you cannot watch this, please do not watch this. Okay? Turn away. Close your eyes. I'm about to put a very triggering photo up that's in here, but it's going to be much clearer. It's right there. Oh my god. This is their journey, you guys. This is their story. It's not pretty. It's not pretty. It's not glamorous. It's fucking sick. That is a Summer Moon Wells missing child. And I would say Summer Moon Wells missing child because I know I saw Summer Moon on this boat. They do the red lipstick. I'm lining that up so I could take a photo of my own stuff because I don't have it like this. Wait. Sorry, guys. Okay, now more is going to show up. There's more than one face in here. I think there's 3. I feel very quiet. Here's the other one. So that's this one. It's that one. There's 3. Just cutting the eyeball out. So they'll say it's an eyeball of a fish with lips. See the lips on the top? These are just more symbols. The heart, the red hearts are pretty big right here. And those are those little boxes that are 5s, and he's got something around his neck. And this to me looks like not a fish, that's for sure. That doesn't look like a fish head to me. But that's up to, I just highly suggest that this stuff gets sent in, that his videos get sent in. That looks like the skin of someone's face that's being put over a mask. That's what I see to the right. I'll crop it in for you. It's in the smaller photo that, wait, I darkened it a little bit so you could see it better. This to me is skin. That is not his daughter. Whoever that is attached to the machinery. See how it's not him? It's this dude. That's not the guy. That's not the guy from Deer Meat at all. I don't know who that is, but it's not the Deer Meat guy. He's underneath. That is the person that's underneath the Deer Meat for Dinner. He's the one that's under there. This face is what's under there. I'm showing this part because it's not his daughter. Those are Summer Moonwell's missing children. Both of them that are sitting there on the couch, that are coming through the deep fake that's over them. This is what's under his stuff. It's people place stuff under there. That's why I'm not here to discuss who's who or who did what. I mean, that's not what I do. That's not my purpose. My purpose is to show the owner that this is in his video. His face is covered in one of those masks. Someone here, it's a bad situation. And each one of these corners, this is how I found his first one, each one of the corners turns into a sacrifice. I think that's Summer Moon. That's what I think. And then they have to eat it. And these kids are in a bad situation. Now I put this up here because once the face and whatever that is cut out of there, a plane goes by, and this plane is dropping something. So I think this is very important to point out if in fact this ever gets looked into, that it's a drop from a plane. They're dropping something from a plane down into the water. They really, really keep off of land so they don't get tracked electronically or anything. They really try to stay in the water or in the air for these drops. That's how I am told. That's what I hear, and it works. It works, you guys. They're not on anyone's radar, and there's a drop from that from a small. It's someone who has a small plane, like a chopper plane, like it's like a for four, even if that. This here is what these trophies wind up looking like, and this is what these victims wind up looking like. This. And they all match. They all match. That's all I can tell you. They're all white with red. They have a heart like that. It all matches. That's all I know. And that's all that they need to know as far as authorities. And they just can do something if they choose to. I'm very, very curious why they choose not to. Because this is a pretty strong presentation. I'm not done. But that's what Summer Moon looks like. And that's what Kiely's face looks like. That's what it looks like. And that's the same thing. So this is, they're prepping, right? They're prepping. Like, and whatever's being pulled out of the water is kind of like the same situation that that girl internationally was holding up with her hand. Let me get this closer. Do I have it closer? No. Let me show you this a little closer. What's going on in this small... Oh, thank you, Rachel Kilner. Thank you for that super chat. Thank you. Very appreciated. This is what's going on here. See, this shit is attached to something, and I don't need to understand the whole entire situation. All I need to do is tell their story, and that this is part of their story. This is what happens to them. And they are recycled. This is what happens to them. This is them. This is what happens to them. And they're wrapped up like a little cocoon. And the video, the video tells everything the authorities need. There's the chair that gets pulled out of the water. Even if it's not a big chair and it's as small as a dot. I don't know, their scale, their measuring scale doesn't matter. The element stays the same. It's big, it's little, blah, 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 blah. It's all over the place, but this is what it looks like. This is it. And that's a person. This person is a sacrifice. Just like I showed in the beginning. Those are faces. These are people. And this one's a really close photo that is going to pop through. Yeah, it is. So, trigger warning. You never know what's going to pop through. And I told you this one is very clear. It's very clear. I'm going to crop it in just a little. It's going to show you. This is going to be very scary, you guys. This is going to be very scary photo. So a trigger warning. I could wow. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. So this is pretty intense. Whoever is doing this, it's coming back to you. It's really coming back to you. Wow. Let me see. I'll come back to this. This is more of the same. See, this is what gets picked up out of the water. This isn't his daughter. I'm just showing you a close-up of the face. It's a summer moon while his missing child. This is what they look like on the boat. And whatever's going on in these waters, you guys, isn't being stopped. It isn't being stopped. You're not seeing things. This is a head covered in gear. This is a head with a mask on it. This is the same one I was just showing you. It's just a different angle. There is no room. Let me see if I paste it. See, that's the same thing. See, there's the tag. There's the frog tag, whatever tag. It's on the neck. They're connected to all the machinery. See the A's and all this shit hanging from the back of their head, the back of their heads. That's an A, and it's got all the shit on it. This head here is really what you see. This head belongs to that child or that person. See the chains and everything? These are the sacrifices. Oh, thank you, girls. Thank you for saying yes. These are the sacrifices. And this is what happens to these kids that just go away. They're just gone. And I pray that whoever this man is calls authorities and really have them take all of their videos. Look at how that's a match. I mean, it really says a lot. Now, before any of this happens, before anything even gets to the water, it goes through a process on land. It goes through their ceremony. Earlier today, I showed the home in which there's photos of Don's house. And I showed those on purposefully, so you can see this presentation even clearer. Don's photos showed what equipment or how he set his house up, or all that stuff, what's really under his property, blah blah blah. Oh, I see that logo again. And I said, you know what, it doesn't matter. Wait, let me grab one of these out. It doesn't matter if it's covered up and so many layers. It doesn't matter, because in end of the day, if you see particular things that don't belong there, it really shouldn't matter how it got there. So this is one of the slides that I showed. And these are what happened to the photos, and all these photos came from Candace's Facebook, which you can no longer find. I've had this, you guys, since the beginning of her June 15th. Copy. Sorry, I'm not paying attention. Okay. So here's one of Don's photos. What I'm going to do is show you construction. This here is a stick. There's a lot going on here. Just look at it. What I'm going to show you is a video that I looked at. Now, again, deep fake, using the person's video, putting shit underneath it. All this can be happening. It all could be happening. Okay? And this is why I put it out there, because it is the story of all of these kids that I'm covering, and directly for Kiely and Summer. So it happens to be under one of RYANUPCHURCH's videos that he's constructing a new house. There's the green face. It's so there's just really crazy amount of shit in here. But I'm showing you a little bit of this because it's gonna pop up in what I'm about to show you. So there's the head that's covered in the green. Like I just showed that to you. This is what happens to the face. Down on the bottom, look to the right. See how 1, 2, 3, 3 heads on top of each other. It's layered. You see how this all comes together? I just showed you something from the fisherman and wherever. This is connected by plumbing. You see this? This is on Don's property. Here's the blue whatever, and then there'll be a maroon. It's all there. This is what it is. It's within, I don't know, plumbing. I always say they need a bathroom by it, blah, blah, blah. I have so many videos. I have over 400 videos that go over this shit. Now, Don's information that is turned into unbelievable footage for you guys, so I could now show you what I see. Wait, showing these to you close up. This is Don's video. These are boxes, like I've been showing, faces, whatever. They could have dug this shit up. It's under their house. It's right there. It's in all of these photos, right? Now I go to see this, and I actually was hysterical laughing. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. All of the photos, so wait, let me go back. All of the photos are created by green screen. You could see his hand going through the screen. Like, this is a perfect example of how this is done. This is a green screen to put in special effects and to create an image within the image. What has happened, just like with the fisherman and this, these layers are not, they don't jive. So whatever is there, and then they have these screens that are bringing in elements that I see in Don's house. When someone prepares themselves to use a green screen or their face, I know this well because I used for the last 19, 20 years, I'd spent half the year in China, and I never missed one of these electronic shows because they were intense. Didn't miss any of them. Talked to people who made them. I used it. I would always try the equipment. Oh, thank you, Nancy Hopkins. Thank you for that super sticker. And this is probably not him. Not saying it's him, but someone is definitely setting up his face to be used as a cover-up. You see, this here shows me that they're using his face, and they plan on using his face for the victims. I know that because it gets lined up. I'm showing this to you before I show you his stuff. Like that. So that's a victim. But this is a victim. Okay? But they're lining his face up just like that with the equipment and the screen. He has a screen between them, which is a green screen between them, and that's how you create your deep fake. Now behind him, is the machine. But the difference is the machine behind him and the fake victim is being put into this video. So that's just Ryan. Okay, and then that is being put over the victim that is connected to this machine, which is the machine that we have everywhere. Okay? This is the machine with the maroon number 5, the white, and the whatever, with the heart on the bottom. This is the machine that Kiely died on. This is the machine that holds the head on the top, which is the green head that sticks out of the water. This machine is being superimposed into his house, as well as every fucking element in the KIELYRODNI case. This is here. Whatever he is on leans backwards. He then leans backwards, and this thing brings him up. It is moving on a track, and I will show you the tracks within the video. He is still in front of the green screen, so his face could be used as the victim. RYANUPCHURCH is being lifted by whatever they lift these. Not RYANUPCHURCH. It's not, okay, I'm using his name, but it looks like him, but there's deep fake shit, okay? So I'm not calling him out. I'm telling you that right now. I have begged him to help. I have begged him to look at his videos, send them into authorities. I have begged for his help, by the way. This is what the victims are connected to. When I watched this video, I was physically ill. Physically ill. I'm so not done. Up in the ceilings of this house is where this is constructed. And it shows exactly what I said is in Don's house. It's those number 5s. It's the equipment. It's number 5s with the heads and the body. And they're in plastic and they're up in the railings. This is exactly what I showed you that Don Wells did at his house. What he did is he put them in the railings. There's no difference. The only difference is it's a different house. This here is why Don Wells was doing everything and dividing it into pieces for the machinery. This is the machinery that holds Kiely and Summer and all the kids. This is a match, you guys, and I will never change my mind. I will just wait for this shit to get busted open. This is not, this photo, Ryan or whatever he's doing isn't my problem, but this isn't fake. And it's in plastic, just like I showed you on the boat, just like I showed you in Adventures with Purpose's truck. This could be matched up all day long. There's the heart in the front. It's the whole same thing. There's nothing different. The only difference is this is probably Kiely and the other one's probably Summer. And they bring them both together. And that is not fake up there. There are the pulleys. This is exactly how I see Don's. Like, he has built this just like this, and then it's under the house. It's like then you have a floor, and this all goes up into the ceiling and down. Like, you could see the sky from there, and it has it has the number sign, like the dollar sign. And these are pulleys. And the thing is, I notice them and I see them and I could point them out because this is all I've been looking at, you guys. And I don't just all of a sudden say, "Oh, he's got pulleys in his ceiling." No, that's not how it rolls. It's because this element here, this whole section, is the same thing that is above Don's head, but he makes it look as if he did something underneath. That is the box, with now someone's head in it with the heart inside, and those are the pulleys with the box. Like, this is the whole situation. And notice the plumbing. This is the whole situation over again. The plumbing and the equipment show up as the deep fake, and you see it's starting to grow within the picture. So this, whatever happened this day, whoever did this was preparing the house for this shit, because it's superimposed. Oh, thank you, Rachel, for that super chat. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. This is, at the end of this video, you're going to see that this is no different than Don's house. Wait, I'm gonna crop it maybe. Let's see. No, I'm actually gonna open it up to show you. Okay, so see how there's things showing up? You see this? There's a dollar sign that on top of the A, that's the A-frame. The A-frame is on top, just like Don's was. There's the machinery is starting to grow. The plumbing. This is what happened to the Watts house. That where it's really not in the Watts house, but it shows the Watts house, shows all of this. I'm sure it's going to match. I'm sure it's going to be a match. There's the A-frame, there's the triangle, there's the white and the maroon. Here come the boxes. Like, it shows you, this is showing the setup. And it's showing really nicely. You guys see the maroon boxes? How do they use these videos? You explain how they use these videos before they come out. I don't know, because I don't know if they know or they don't know. You know, I don't get that information. I just get the information of where to go get the missing children and the children who are begging for justice information. Deep fakes are real. They are. And for some reason, these sacrifices need to be put out there for people to see that are, you know, part of it. And I don't know if they use them or if Ryan is getting paid to let them do it. I don't know, but that's for the authorities to figure out, right? My job is to help the children tell their story. It's just that, is to help the children tell their story, and their story is embedded within certain videos. And that is up to the person whose video this is, and I happen to really like him. I do. I actually pushed to see if he could come to the smoke out next year. They looked to me very strangely. They almost didn't know who I was talking about. It was really weird. But this shit is in here, and some of it looks extremely real. And then the other grows into the identical elements that I have from Appalachian Fairground, from the farms, to the Christmas tree place. I mean, to the landscaper. Like, I've been following this exact machinery, and it hasn't changed. Like, the information that I follow hasn't changed. The people that surround it change. So that tells me something, right? It tells me, so when I realized that everything was so messed with, I'm like, I'm not going to follow the people, because the people are the ones that are creating the confusion, right? It's the elements that are behind him. This is the same basement as Chris Watts. There, all the way in the back there, here is the fake trampoline. I mean, it's gonna be the same setup as Chris Watts' basement. So that is a cookie cutter. When I say these are cookie cutters, and it's a cookie cutter because it's done by some electronics, like a game, and it's not that hard. Like, people in places that are more advanced than us. The U.S. is not advanced at all with that shit. I could enter a whole entire building and go on different floors and videotape myself as if I was in, like, the John Hancock building, or in a cage with a lion. Those things are real. That you could do that. So for anyone to pass judgment on anyone before they know their story isn't fair. It's not what I do, and it's not fair to the person, because I know how real it is. Someone could take your face at any given day and make it look like you just robbed a bank. And you could be totally framed if you were at the coffee shop and you don't have any reason to be there. So it's really real. And that is why probably the authorities are having a shit time with this stuff. The people throw everyone in a titsy. So under no circumstances would I ever say, did I point out plunder and adventures of purpose? They have the videos that match this equipment. In the front of the house are the exact elements that the bodies turn into. These are very symbolic. My past videos, even look in the maroon, like whoever did this isn't paying attention, that we are pointing this stuff out. And that if they think that we don't see what's in the maroon, that's hilarious, because the maroon immediately changes to a whole story. But that white thing like that's what they wind up looking like. And then, I don't know, maybe they put it in front of a house that they want good things to happen. I have no idea. But at the end of the day, they are sacrificing and killing people for this. And if they believe it or not, that's not the point. The children aren't, they're not given a choice. They're not giving a choice. Here's what the inside of this place, one of the rooms, look like. This is still RYANUPCHURCH's video. It just, they fill each one of these rooms with equipment, and the joke of it is that it all matches so perfectly that it's ridiculous. It's like insane how it matches. The next photo, wait, let me crop this one for you guys, because the next photo is another one that I see summer moon in. And when you see this photo, you're gonna, for those who've been following me, you're gonna understand, because I have summer moon in a cylinder, and it looks like she has these little, here, this is what that photo looks like. Looks like she has the little glasses on her. See, this is the equipment, you guys. I mean, this is what I've been telling you to watch, where KIELYRODNI, everyone's, I did it for summer, but it's already been a year, right? This here is what was pulled out of the water or put in the water. This here is KIELYRODNI's equipment to the T. Here's the body, it's being pulled, she's on something, and here's the yellow piece. It's the whole situation. Here, this is what you guys call the green buoy. This face is connected to the E, like the box. This one has like those little glasses on it, and it'll wind up looking like it's in a cylinder. This is being superimposed inside this room. Basically, I don't know if I could, I have so many pictures of Kiely that it's kind of hard to even. Well, here's one that maybe not all of you have seen. So this is a picture of what I have Kiely with that stuff on her. And then the bodies wind up just like that. Like, there are photos of her like this that no one's talking about. This is the stuff that you're seeing in the white. It's like they're trophies. This cylinder, like, I could find really quickly that Summers. Let's see. Oh God, I'll never get through it if I pull this one out. Yeah, it really matches the party. Like this piece right here. This piece in here really matches the party. This turns into a head. This is more of the house. This here reminds me of the door that goes down and it opens when Don lays backwards. He lays into it. And since Summer Moon told me to follow the blue box, it's funny that this is the first time that I have any of these groups that uses blue. So I'm thinking that maybe these are color coded, because even in the house it's a blue light and these blue sticks, which I've never followed blue until recently. This this is the setup, you guys. I mean, all of it. Now here's a picture that is a picture between a picture, and it shows what's going on underneath the video. That person is in bad shape. There is a lot going on that they have placed within this video. This frame happens to be in between showing the trees. And this is how Kiely, these are the photos I have of Kiely in her last moments. I personally think that this is the KIELYRODNI case. I have too many pictures of her face smashed against a wall like that, placed in the machine. The color blue is different. It matches her. And they don't change. If you look all the way here to the left, that's what you're looking at. There's the machine. There's the face. There's no reason this should be in the video anywhere. Ever. And then, just like Don's trees and so forth show all these crazy ass shit, we're so over the crazy ass shit in the woods. Like, Tim Mullen makes them perfect. It tells a story, but you know, the point is, if your woods that you're showing in your woods starts to tell a crazy story, someone put it there. I don't care to ever get involved in that crazy story again of all those little pieces. That was over a year ago when I was collecting all these little, there's a head in the tree. Well, there's a lot more than a head in a tree in the other pictures. So really what they're showing you is what they want you to look at. They're directing you where to look. Like this is a Summer Moon Wells item that I could place in with Summer Moon. It's that maroon box with the yellow piece. It's real. This is what they're showing as the outside of the house. What starts to appear within the small boxes, you could almost switch it out and you would think it's Don's house. I learned a lot from Summer Moon. I learned a lot. I learned about product and items that they use to cover stuff up. I know when they use a chair for a certain reason. I know when they use these grids for a certain reason. I just wait for it to show up because I already see it. And that's how I know what to show my audience, and just wait for it. I don't know how it appears. It appears. But this is crucial information, and this is the stuff that the authorities are having a super hard time accepting. This is the close-up. This is a close-up of the front of that porch. Now, if you recall the front of the Don's porch, where you see here, you see the heads. You know that here are the heads, okay, and then it's really a porch. This is like a porch. Here are the heads. It's just like Don's house. He has a bench right next to this piece of his porch, but it's not a bench. He shows this same element coming out of the ground. It's like deja vu. It's like deja vu. None of this should be in his videos. This shows like a secret room, and not to say it's there, but they're projecting a secret room, and they're projecting to go under. This here, wait, let's see if I could uncrop it. Oh, yay. Okay, this here is not a doorway that she is walking out of in this one. In his video, she's just opening a door and she's just walking out, right? Here, she's like coming out of a box, and that's metal, and there's like no roof. It's a whole different scene. It's a whole different scene than you see over here. So it depends on the frame that you just land on, right? See how this one, let me uncrop it. This one now isn't even a room anymore. This is a box. This is actually the clear box that Summer Moon Wells and Kiely wind up in. This is the box. This is what it's showing. That's what it looks like. That's what was in the back seat of Summer's car. It's the maroon box that I see in the cars. This is the maroon metal with the clear. She's like in a clear box, and what the box is, it's like a green screen, and you can project anything you want it to project. But this is what it is. It's a match. That's a match. This is just more of what isn't there. All of the stuff that you see that is lit up is not in the video. It's not in the video, you guys. When I show you the video, you'll see what I mean. This lit up stuff is new. It shows itself. So the only thing he's showing is wood. Because that's all it is. There's nothing in this house other than wood. And now what it appears are the elements to the story. Let me uncrop it. It's the box, it's the machine, it's whatever it is. It's all there. And it appears she's carrying a white thing. Like, all of this stuff is not in the video, you see. It's not. All of the white shit appears. None of this. Just like the Watts case. The Watts basement turns into a complete disaster. Like, you're like, what the hell just happened? And no one talks about it. The Watts basement is just like this. This is what it looks like. Turns into white. They have all this shit in there. Here, it's the same thing. This is the Watts basement. Same thing. All the white stuff appears. None of that is there, you guys. None of it. It's just it's an empty basement that is so clean. There's nothing in it. But yet, whatever appears is the same thing that appears in all of the videos. This is in all the videos. That's the head on the thing. It's the same. It's all the same, you guys. And this is the Watts, and no one talks about it. I could do this for all of the cases, FYI. Here's the hang. This is what you see in the front of the boat. Right here, it's like the skeleton. Right there. There's the equipment. Like, let me tell you something. There isn't anything in their basement. So the fact that anything appears is ridiculous, and it's not talked about. This is all the equipment. This is what they wind up looking like. It's superimposed in his video. No one cares. It's the weirdest thing I've ever witnessed. It's the strangest thing I've ever seen. That this could look all the way down to the horse's head, and all of the elements are the same across the board. Now it shows up here, and nothing's going to happen. Makes no sense. Right? It makes zero sense to me. That's the Watts. And this is here. Look what's happening as far as the layers that are being built. Watch. It's a bunch of stuff that just appears just like Don's. This shouldn't be happening. And then whatever appears is the same thing that appears in Don's backyard. This is what it is. Obviously, this isn't what the video looks like. He doesn't have all this stuff in his backyard. Right? They're boxes. They're tops of metal boxes, and it's wood, and it's superimposed. This person is attached to something. All of this is put in there. You could see that they're using green screens. You see the hole in the wall? That hole in the wall is somewhere that leads to these children. Now, I don't know where it is. I could just tell the hints and the clues. What I am saying is I've seen this hole in the wall and in the ground, or whatever you want to call it, for a very long time. And there is chicken wire around them, and poles. But the most thing that I do see is this chicken wire. Pointy wire. That is a real hole in the ground, or in the wall, that leads to these rooms. These are the rooms. This is what needs to be found. This is like what I showed you. This is the same information that I showed you in Catch It TV's video. These little rooms, they're little rooms. They're surrounded by wire. They're visited. They're holding rooms. This is the same photo, the same deep fake that is here is in that dude's video. This is the same room. These are the same photos. They might be deep faked, but this is the same information, and it's behind the mesh, and it's covered in wire. This is what's going on with the video. Shows a kill zone. I personally think that whoever deepfaked this deepfaked from the group in California. And I think that this is the same kind of information that I see in some other people's videos. It shows just rows of shit. And Ryan, I beg you, truthfully, to do something with this stuff, because all that keeps happening to these pictures as I turn the page, the photos before them are getting worse. Like, these are sacrifices, and if this is your video, if I were you, I'd want to know who did this. I want to know who did this, because whoever this is needs to show up. This is in the middle of your room, deep faked. We know that that is not your new house that you're building. And I think you know this isn't your new house. Someone fucked with it. They fucked with it. And look what's happening. It's showing that this is down under the ground. These are layers under the ground. God, do I want them to dig the Wells house? There's the blue box again. There's the blue number 5. It's a new member. This blue number 5 is like a newbie. I know that because I've never seen this color blue. And I've pretty much seen all the boxes. And Kiely herself told me to follow the blue in summer. That's the blue number 5 box that is quite new to the group. This is under. It's all I'm getting. Like it's under a house. It's under. Like just like how Don showed us it was. It's super not complicated. His house in his video, you guys, is empty. That's what's so crazy. Oh my God, there's the A box. This is a real fucking room somewhere, you guys. This is a room. Whoever put this in here put the real room in here. That goes under. This is another photo that pops out. She's not coming out of room to room. This is definitely a green screen that I showed you they walk through. They're on one side and then the other. Whoever this is on one side. Whoever put this shit under this, once again, I'm saying, needs to hand themselves in. Like, we know what all this is. We've seen it. All of it. The photos in the video are really clear. Each one of the photos I'm putting up here tells a story. And it's going to continue to match. And all I could say is there's always a choice. The choice is either you do something or you don't. Because here are the cages. This isn't the video that we see. She goes under the ground. See how her head, they're superimposing, like her head is above and she's connected by the feet below. You see this? Look how this is constructed. Like, whoever puts this stuff in there, they're superimposing it over a spot. Like, they're superimposing the truth. And this is a lot of information to take in, you guys. And it keeps going. I hope Ryan sees this. I mean, I really hope he sees this. Because, you know, these are levels, and her feet are on the number 5 maroon box. This should never be this way. And see this one from before, how it's shifting? It shifts really fast. Like, this stuff is telling the story, and his videos are loaded with the story. Why does it show a supply place in the middle of his house? Like it's showing, right? It's showing a supply house. As if he's like there and not here. More elements. Totally KIELYRODNI case. Oh, there, that's why. Huh. That's weird. This is just bad shit, you guys. This is just bad. Everything is bad about it. The little houses, the little rooms. You guys, it just gets worse. Like, it's just bad. You know, I'm making this too long. I feel like I don't even have to show anymore because it's so awful. And it's upsetting me right now because I feel like nothing is going to happen. Like, I feel like no one gives a shit outside of here. That there's like a person that's being sacrificed in the middle of his video. I mean, that's the setup. That is the setup. I know what the blue machine looks like. That's what was on Summer Moon Wells in Don and Candace's kitchen counter, all the way to the right. And she said everything is blue. She said file the blue box. I can't believe that. See that thing? That's the machine. And she said follow the blue boxes. Like, I don't get it. Like, that's such an affirmation for me because I've never, and in Kylie's pictures, I'm like, I don't know, she said to follow the blue box. See this? This here is what, but it's white in Summer's. And it has like a little person on the top and the heart. Not a person. These are just, they're superimposed on here. That's a machine. But they turned it to blue this time. They turned it to blue. Oh my goodness. It's so bad. See? All of it. It's sucking my energy out. See here the layers. It's just like Don Wells' house. Those are the little chicken rooms with the chicken wire that Catch It TV shows also. Catch It TV shows this. This isn't in this video. These are chicken rooms. These are rooms with these chicken wire. And it's under the house. It shows the layer under the house, just like Don's. And look, there he's like blessing it with the stick. Oh, maybe that's what he's doing. I just said it. He's blessing the house with a stick. He's blessing the house. That's what he's doing. So maybe he is blessing the house. Maybe that's what this is. Maybe they get pieces of this shit and it blesses them with something. Because this here is KIELYRODNI shit. Right in here. See, he has the stick in the hand with the heart, and it goes over here. And this is what I said that summer was, under the ground. So this is showing, again, by a tree trunk under the ground. Not just one layer, 3 layers. It tells a story. It's all the same freaking story. Look at all of this symbolism in here, you guys. Oh my God, I could play this thing all day long. It's nuts. So in the windows, it shows the number 5 boxes. All the windows that appear, they do have a lot of symbolism in them. That person, they just looks like they're in boxes. And this is the machinery that is placed on the floor inside the house, and that is what it looks like. Kind of the same machinery that Dylan Rounds had. It's all the same. All of this. All the crazy symbolisms. There's the white face that turns green. But it's with the blue box, which is interesting. All of this matches up. There's the top of the machine again. The little corner. And then the person that he's with turns into this. Now, interestingly enough, when I saw this photo, I immediately opened up the photo that he says is a Porsche car. This here is very important to the process. This person shouldn't be in this video at all. He is on a green screen, so this could be a fake person because I see that he's surrounded in a green screen cylinder. Okay? So you don't know what's real and what's not real. See? Look at this picture, how it shows the equipment inside, and then this guy. His video has a lot of information. It has the story. It has the story down pat. Towards the end of the video, it turns in again to the white face with the eye. It shows the maroon and green and white boxes. It shows the gold number 5 box. It goes up into the ear. Like, this is the finale photo. The photos that are like this happens to be towards the end of his video, is like the finale. This is, when you see a gold 5, it's huge. That's all I know. And it's a very big deal. It's a very big deal. Let me show you what's in the smallest ones, because when you have the smallest ones during this time of a video, this right here is the Summer Wells Missing Children, KIELYRODNI Kids story. Boom. This right here should tell the police, because this matches her stuff, Summer Moon stuff, Michael Vaughn, Harmony Montgomery, all of the cases, including the Watts kids, perfectly. This here has always been the number 1 the number one element throughout this whole entire thing. This is the location. These are the boxes. These are the doors, and this is the most important information. Let me go into this. Ooh, there's a smaller box within the box. Look, you guys. There it is. That's what it looks like. This is their story. This is a real fucking room. And this is the room that, again, I'm calling upon RYANUPCHURCH. You could solve the fucking story. You could solve it. It's in your video. So you could be the hero, because this, you hand this over and show this clearly, I could match it up to one snap of a finger to five cases. And that's just 5 that I know of. This is the Summer Wells Missing Children story, and KIELYRODNI's. All of the KIELYRODNI's. Oh, thank you for that super chat. Thank you. So appreciated. Thank you so much. Let's go to the smaller of the smallest box. Thank you, A1 Way Street. Here's the smaller of the smallest box. This is the smallest box within the box, you guys. This is only spirit could do this. This is spirit's work right now. How cool is this, you guys? Thank you, guys. How crazy is this? I don't even have explanation for it. I don't even know why this happens when I put pictures up. Does anyone else happen to? Does this happen to anybody? That this is just brightening up into like a... Oh my God. Look at how it's brightening up. The whole thing. This may have to be my last photo. Let me see. 48. Oh my God, no. Let me see what else I have. Wow. Look at how crisp and clear this is getting. Let me take this small box in here. Oh, there's the white face with the eye. Here it is. It's right in there. That's the machine, you guys. These are the machines lined up, and if you look in the window, you can see the boxes. See, that's like how we saw the fish, and that's how the eye is here. See that? This is amazing. But if you see, I'm going to show you one thing that's really important to see, how it goes so deep down into the ground. Watch. These are layers. These are layers right here. These are layers that they're walking on top of the boxes underneath them. I'm giving you a reading. They're looking down upon them. They're underneath them on the ground, and they look down on them, down upon them. And the grates are up above them. And they're laying down, and they move. They're like slanted. They move. I'm telling you, look at how this is on a slant. Look. See the track? That's a track. This is what I see. This is a track, and this shit goes down under. And I think that this here is a car that does that on a track. I got this from the video as well, from his videos. This, I feel like, is down under, and this is the car, the fake car that they drive. This is the fake car they drive. And I feel like this is the location. This is from the video. A different video of Ryan's. I feel like these are the fake cars. And there's some track that moves this car. It's not a Porsche that they went to go drive. This is the fake car. That's underground. And here's the green face is in here. It's all in the car. It's all in the car. And there's the white thing with the red heart. There's the maroon 5 that I can match up to Catch a TV's car. This is the fake car. I am calling it. I am agreeing that this is not the car that they say it is. If anyone wants to check out this video, it's the one that he says he's driving a Porsche or something. And this is in the warehouse. This is in the room. And these cars go on a fake track and they move. They move. Look at how that white face is now becoming a face, like the white is lifting off. It's showing a lot more. See? Shows a lot more the more I talk. Look at that. Down, under. See, that's the same kind of a stick that Don has. All fake. And now all of a sudden there's grates on there, like it's all superimposed. They're the ropes. And here's the car. This is I just showed you a different video, and I feel as if this is real. Because the elements match the car, the fake car situation I've been following with Benny for a long time now. It first started out with Don, but this is a room that has the boxes in it. This is actually a room that these cars get pulled in on, and they're on a track. I mean, if you look at the elements that are in this room, it's basically it's the same boxes, you guys, I've been fucking seeing for over a year. I mean, this here, right here, is what, if anyone gives a damn, Kiely was in and standing on. Right there. Look at, they have them on display. This is like a showroom. There's, oh. That's the car. That's that right in the window. See, that's his KIELYRODNI story. KIELYRODNI wound up standing on top of that thing. And what this is showing up here is the go-kart thing. Yeah, this is on a track, you guys, in this room. There you have it. Summer Moon Wells. Any of the kids they're on this, they know what that is. They sit in that. And this is in his video. Yeah, it's the fake car. These are fake. These are kill cars. These are kill cars. They're not real. See? With the boxes in the room, and that's on a track. See that? It either goes down or goes up. Like it's they have this shit pretty well planned out. Obviously. Because no one cares to touch it. Well, Jagger's car, was this allegedly his car? Because I believe that this is actually KIELYRODNI's story. Because the way that the boxes are. And you see back there, you see like the white horse with the orange thing on its head coming. Like I could show you at Michael Vaughn's Sacrifice, where I believe Summer Moon Wells was. It's right here. This setup right back here shows up at Michael Vaughn's Sacrifice. Well, maybe it was, but his a vigil. That's that horse with the yellow thing on its head. It's all here. So I'm saying that this is a real room that could be accessed by authorities if they choose to. If they choose to. This whole entire got gone, get gone kids is all up to the authorities if they choose to go get them. Because this is the story. This is the story of the Summer Wells missing children, and this is KIELYRODNI's story. Yeah, I'm gonna put together a maybe just like a PDF of all of these so you guys have them. Here, this is the TV. Who said you here? This you mean? Everything has this whole entire this whole video has information in it, like this here, you guys. These are the rims of the car that I've been trying to look for. This is really what the rim of the car looks like. Remember, I'm like, it's maroon and then it's got those white things on it. Like this is the car. This is the car I have been looking at. And this is the car rims with the inside and the layers that Kylie's car and the water have. All they have to do is compare it. Here, this is the rim. I'll match it up for you guys. This is the rim of the fake car that Kiely was found in. What the hell? Why won't it? Oh. Why won't it crap? Okay. Let me grab the rim. This is the inside of the fake car. This is the rim that I see in the car in the water. The green part is the white part in the water, I guess. That's maybe what they did. So if you turn it upside down like this, you have your car. Right here. Boom. You have your car. Because I know they just changed the colors, that's all. The green is actually the white. Alright, you guys, I'm falling. I am freaking falling. This has been amazing. You guys. Yeah, see? There, that's the car. That's the actual car probably with the white in the back. This is the actual car. I'm serious, you guys. I am so serious. This is what was in the trunk of the car, no matter what. This. I'm going to line it up. All right, you guys, I am done. Thank you all for being here. I'm going to line this stuff up and maybe put it up tomorrow, maybe tonight. I don't know, because I need to go. I'm lining this stuff up. This looks like the inside of the car with all the same stuff that was in it. There's the line with the maroon with the white line. I'm going to go rest. All right, you guys, thank you so much for being here. Thank you again. Thank you, Muffin Top, for keeping it all good. Thank you for my super chats and super stickers. If you would like to subscribe, that would be wonderful. I will be on again, and I'm gonna line this up. If any other creator wants to try to line it up, I think it's going to be a match. All right, y'all. I'm done. Have a wonderful night. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you. And thank you, Judy. Thank you, A1 Way Street. Everyone here. Monkey Shine. All of you guys. This is so great. All right. I'll see y'all later. Good night, guys.